I need you to hear me with your heart, not just your ears. What you're feeling right now, the pressure, the pain, the weight that makes it hard to even get out of bed some days, that is not your punishment. That is your preparation. You think life is trying to break you, but life is actually building you. Steel doesn't become strong in comfort, it becomes strong in fire. And right now, you're in the fire. Every tear you cried when nobody was watching, every time you got knocked down and still had to show up, every moment you questioned your worth but kept breathing anyway, that's not weakness. That's training. Stop asking why it hurts so much. Of course it hurts. Growth hurts. Transformation hurts. Becoming someone you've never been before requires letting go of who you used to be, and that process is uncomfortable. But discomfort is not death. Pain is not the end of your story. Pain is the gym where your spirit builds muscle. And some of you have been lifting heavy for a long time. You're tired, I know. You're frustrated, I know. You feel like you've given everything and gotten nothing back. But let me tell you something, nothing you've endured is wasted if you don't quit. You thought the door closing meant you were rejected, but maybe it meant you were redirected. You thought the loss meant you were finished, but maybe it meant you were being freed. Sometimes the very thing you're begging God to remove is the exact thing shaping you into the person capable of carrying your destiny. Because if you got the blessing without the struggle, you wouldn't have the strength to keep it. If you got the success without the scars, you wouldn't have the character to sustain it. Look at your life. You survived things you once thought would destroy you. You made it through nights you didn't think you'd see morning from. You carried weights you never volunteered to carry, and yet you're still here. That alone is evidence that there is something inside you stronger than what's trying to break you. Your struggle didn't bury you, it revealed you. But here's the part most people miss. Preparation doesn't feel like preparation while you're in it. It feels like chaos, it feels unfair, it feels lonely because preparation happens in private. Nobody applauds the training. Nobody celebrates the discipline. Nobody sees the internal battles you fight just to keep going one more day. But the public victory always rests on a private foundation of pain. So instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" start saying, "What is this teaching me?" Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's teaching you resilience. Maybe it's teaching you to stand on your own 2 feet. Maybe it's stripping away everything fake so only the real you remains. Because you cannot become unstoppable while clinging to comfort. You cannot rise while holding on to everything that kept you small. And listen to me carefully, your pain has an expiration date, but your growth from it can last a lifetime. One day you're going to look back at this season and realize it didn't come to end you. It came to introduce you to a stronger you, a wiser you, a version of you that doesn't fold under pressure. Anymore, the very thing you cried about will become the thing that qualifies you. The scars you tried to hide will become proof that you survived. So don't run from the fire. Don't numb it. Don't surrender to it. Stand in it and let it forge you. Let it burn away fear, doubt, and every lie that told you that you weren't enough. Because when this season is over, you won't just be relieved, you'll be rebuilt. What you're going through isn't here to destroy you. It's here to prepare you for a life you couldn't handle before. I need you to stop letting a temporary situation convince you that your life is permanently broken. Where you are right now is a location, not a life sentence. Some of you have been staring at the same problems for so long that you started calling them permanent. You've been in the storm so long you forgot what sunshine feels like. But hear me, just because it's dark right now doesn't mean the sun stopped existing. It just means you're in a season, and seasons always change. You might be broke right now. You might be tired right now. You might feel invisible right now, like nobody sees your effort. Nobody hears your prayers. Nobody understands your struggle. But right now is not forever. Too many people bury their future because they can't survive their present. They make permanent decisions based on temporary pain. They quit in a chapter that was never meant to be the ending. Look at your life like a book. Every story has conflict. Every great story has moments where it looks like the hero is about to lose everything. But the story isn't over in the middle, and you, my friend, are not at the end of your story. You're in the middle of it. The problem is, when you're living it, you don't get to flip ahead and see how it turns out. You have to walk it out one step at a time, trusting that the pages ahead still exist. Some of you are judging your entire future based on your current bank account, your current job, your current relationship status, your current environment. But your current reality is not your final identity. Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Seeds grow in darkness long before they break through the surface. Underground doesn't mean unproductive. Invisible doesn't mean impossible. And let's be real, life will test you in ways you never signed up for. It will delay you, deny you, confuse you, humble you. It will make you question your worth, your direction, even your faith. But tests are not designed to destroy you. They're designed to reveal you. You don't discover your strength when everything goes right. You discover it when everything goes wrong and you still refuse to fold. Stop comparing your timeline to someone else's highlight reel. You don't know what they went through to get there, and you don't know what they're dealing with behind the scenes. Your journey is yours for a reason. Maybe you're taking longer because you're building something that's meant to last. Maybe you're facing more resistance because your impact will be greater. Diamonds don't form under comfort, they form under pressure. I know it's hard to keep believing when results are slow. It's hard to stay motivated when doors keep closing. It's hard to stay positive when life keeps throwing punches and you don't even get time to catch your breath. But resilience is built in those exact moments. Character is forged when nobody is watching, when nobody is cheering, when the only thing pushing you forward is a tiny voice inside saying, "Don't quit." And that voice matters. Because as long as there is even a spark of hope inside you, the fire can be rebuilt. Your circumstances might be screaming that it's over, but your spirit is whispering that it's not. Listen to the whisper, not the noise. One day, not someday, one day you're going to wake up and realize you're no longer in the place that used to break you. The things that once overwhelmed you won't even shake you anymore. You'll look back and wonder how you survived, and then you'll realize you didn't just survive, you evolved. You grew into someone stronger than the situation that once made you feel small, so don't let this moment define you. Don't let this season label you. Don't let temporary darkness convince you that your future is permanently dim. Keep moving, even if it's slow. Keep believing, even if it hurts. Keep showing up, even when nobody notices. Because where you are today is not where you have to stay tomorrow. I'm going to tell you something most people don't want to hear, but you need to hear it if you're ever going to rise. Nobody is coming to save you. There is no secret rescue team on the way. No perfect opportunity is going to knock on your door while you sit there waiting for life to feel fair. At some point, you have to become the answer you've been praying for. At some point, you have to stop looking for a handout and start building your own strength. See, hope is not soft. Hope is not sitting on the couch wishing things would magically change. Real hope is active. It's aggressive. It wakes up early when you're exhausted. It keeps moving when your heart is heavy. It shows up when excuses sound reasonable. Anybody can believe when life is good. Anybody can smile when doors are opening. But can you keep showing up when nothing is working? Can you keep grinding when nobody is clapping? Can you keep believing when the evidence says you should quit? Because this world doesn't reward potential, it rewards persistence. You can be talented, gifted, smart, full of dreams, and still stay stuck if you don't move. Motion creates momentum. Action builds confidence. Every small step you take is a vote for the person you're becoming, and no one else can cast that vote for you. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions don't exist. If you wait until you feel ready, until you have more money, more support, more time, more certainty, you will be waiting forever. The truth is, winners start before they feel ready. They move while they're scared. They work with what they have, where they are, even if it's not ideal. Because progress beats perfection every single time, some of you are stuck because you're hoping someone will believe in you first. You're hoping someone will notice your struggle, recognize your potential, give you permission to go after more. But listen, you don't need permission to change your life. You don't need approval to chase your dreams. The moment you decide that your future matters more than your fear, that's the moment your life starts to shift. And yes, it's lonely sometimes. When you choose growth, you will outgrow people, places, and habits that once felt comfortable. Not everyone will understand your grind. Not everyone will support your transformation. Some people will even doubt you, laugh at you, or try to pull you back into the version of you they're used to. But you cannot become extraordinary while trying to stay acceptable to everyone. Responsibility is heavy, but it's also powerful. The moment you accept that your life is in your hands is the moment you take your power back. No more blaming your past. No more blaming your circumstances. No more waiting for motivation to show up like a guest. You become the source. You become the engine. You become the one who decides every single day whether you move forward or stay stuck. And don't misunderstand me. You don't have to do everything alone, but you do have to start alone. Support often shows up after commitment, not before. People believe when they see consistency. Opportunities appear when they see effort. Doors open for those who keep knocking, not those who sit outside hoping someone will invite them in. You may fall, you may fail, you may feel like you're not making progress fast enough, but falling while moving forward is different from standing still. Failure is not the opposite of success. Quitting is. Every time you get back up, you send a message to life that you are not done, that you are not weak, that you will not surrender your future to temporary discomfort. So stand up. Even if you're tired, stand up. Even if you're scared, stand up. Even if nobody else believes, stand up. Because the strength you're looking for isn't out there somewhere. It's already inside you, waiting for you to activate it. Nobody is coming to save you, but the moment you decide to rise, you won't need saving anymore. I need you to understand something that could change the way you see this very moment. Your future is watching what you do today. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. The person you're meant to become is being built or broken by the decisions you make when nobody is watching, when nobody is cheering, when it would be so much easier to quit. There is a stronger version of you, a wiser version of you, a version of you that walks into rooms with confidence instead of doubt. But that person only exists if you don't give up today. See, people think greatness is one big moment, one breakthrough, one lucky opportunity. But greatness is actually 1,000 small decisions stacked on top of each other, decisions to keep going when stopping would feel justified. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, courage over comfort, persistence over surrender, you are casting a vote for your future self. You are telling life, I'm still here, I'm still fighting. Some of you don't realize how close you are. You think you're far away because you can't see the finish line, but progress is not always visible. Sometimes the biggest shifts happen internally before they ever show up externally. Your mindset changes. Your resilience deepens, your standards rise, and then one day, suddenly to everyone else but not to you, everything looks different. But it wasn't sudden. It was built day by day while you kept showing up, And listen to me, your quitting doesn't just affect you. Your future family, your future opportunities, the people you're meant to inspire, the lives you're meant to touch, all of that is connected to your decision to keep going. There are people who will draw strength from a story you haven't finished writing yet. There are doors that will open because you refused to walk away when it was hard. You may feel alone in your struggle, but your perseverance has ripple effects far beyond what you can see right now. I know you're tired. I know you've given everything you had and it still feels like it's not enough. I know there are days when the weight feels so heavy you just want relief more than you want success. But what if this exact moment, this painful, exhausting, discouraging moment, is the doorway? What if the breakthrough is on the other side of one more push, one more attempt, one more refusal to quit? Too many people walk away 5 minutes before the miracle. They endure years of struggle only to surrender right when things were about to shift. They plant seeds, water them, protect them, and then dig them up because they don't see growth fast enough. But just because you don't see, it doesn't mean it's not happening. Life is working behind the scenes while you're being tested on whether you'll stay committed without guarantees. Your future self is begging you not to give up. The version of you who has healed, who has succeeded, who has peace, who has strength, that person exists in possibility right now, waiting for you to become them through your actions. And the bridge between who you are and who you could be is persistence, not talent, not luck, not perfect timing. Persistence, so take one more step, not 10, not 100, just one. Send one more application, make one more call. Study one more hour, try one more time, because momentum doesn't require giant leaps, it requires forward motion. Small steps taken consistently will outrun bursts of effort followed by surrender. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, remind yourself that your story is bigger than this chapter. Remind yourself that storms don't last, but the strength you build in them does. Remind yourself that you didn't come this far just to come this far. One day you're going to look back at this version of you, tired, uncertain, fighting battles nobody else saw, and you're going to be grateful you didn't quit. Not because it was easy, but because it was worth it. Because everything you're hoping for lives on the other side of the decision you make right now. Your future needs you to hold the line today.